So stupid and inappropriate. Juvenile, even.
Let us begin.
Just begin.
Just begin. I'll do it for you. It's me, Yoda. The comic. You should do it. Go.
But we need to start from the beginning.
What do you mean? We already put 2 chapters of it in.
Did we? Or
Yeah.
I thought we said that we were going to do the whole thing in one go.
So confusing. I hope I remember this. Alright, so...
Eric, you need to edit those 2 chapters at the end before
Okay,
this.
put them... Okay, leave them in the first time I do it, but also put them here. Wait, no, don't do that. That'll be hard for me to find them.
Oh my god.
Like that, dude.
Well, not if you
Alright,
pre-run.
Michael, give us a rundown of the first 2.
No, we have to show it off.
Okay, then do it.
But it won't let me leave. All right, we're gonna do speed round. Go up through everything.
No, don't look, everybody. Don't look.
Eric, just cut it out.
I know, but that takes some work. Maybe I'll just make it like a black screen. Early show.
All right, we're ready to.
That's all.
All right, we're back. That's her story is finished. The visuals just came back on. Everybody go play pickleball. That's your homework for this week. Play pickleball sometime this week. You don't even have to use anything real. You can use a Wiimote and fit a fucking actual pickle. Alright.
Here we go. Narrated by Patrick Stewart.
No,
Chapter
no.
1, The Celestial.
This is like a really serious thing.
Which is why Patrick Stewart should do it.
I like how you did all that. I'm definitely leaving the first 2 chapters in. There's no way I'm going to remember to take them out.
Our story begins a very, very long time ago with a young girl. One day, this girl spotted a rusted spaceship holding a small star child. What are you doing?
Keep going. Keep narrating. Keep narrating. Why'd you stop? Keep going.
What's your name? Are you lost? The girl...
Come on, keep going.
The girl asked the star child. I'm Luma, and I'm waiting for Mama. She's coming for me on a comet, said the star child, who had been waiting day and night. Don't worry, I'll wait with you. I'll wait with you, the little girl promised Luma. At nightfall, the little girl borrowed her father's telescope and peered into the sky. She looked and looked, but saw nothing. Hours turned into days, and then years, but still the sky revealed nothing. But finally, the little girl sighed and said to Luma, "If we stay here looking much longer, I'll be an old lady soon."
Keep going. Keep going.
You keep tooting. This is what he's doing right now, everyone. He's dancing around.
I'm never gonna remember this. Hold on, what was I doing before?
You were driving around with that Wii remote, Wii wheel thing.
It's just, I was doing that. That's why he's laughing. Anyway, back to the story.
But then she had an idea. Why don't we go out there and find your mother ourselves?
Ow.
The girl and Luma fixed up the rusty spaceship, and then the two set sail into the starry sky. And this is how the search for the celestial mother began.
Is that just one chapter?
Chapter 2, Star Bits.
Dude, I might have to fucking, I can't do it. It's like 8 more chapters of this.
Days passed with no sight of the comet, or even a single planet. Instead, asteroids extended for as far as the eye could see. If I'd known it was going to take this long, I would have packed more jam, said the little girl
Said
above the
Patrick
rumble of
Stewart
her
girl.
belly. Before they left, she had packed all the essentials: telescope, butterfly net, stuffed bunny, bread,
Vaseline.
milk, jam, and apricot-flavored tea.
A virgin
But-
sacrifice.
I forgot to bring water. At this, Luma burst into gales of laughter, and the girl began to pout.
No, your Patrick Stewart's actually pretty good.
As long as I have star bits, I'll be fine, said Luma.
Said Patrick Stewart.
Want some? The little girl couldn't stay mad after hearing this. Luma continued to laugh, and the girl couldn't help but join in. All right, maybe just a nibble. Leaning far out of the ship, the pair began.
It's only 4 o'clock in the morning, Michael. Why you look so tired?
Leaning far out of the ship,
Smooth transition.
the pair began to collect star bits with the girl's net. They almost fell out a few times, but they kept on collecting.
I'm sorry.
The star bits tasted like honey. Chapter 3.
Oh, God.
The
All right,
Comet.
I'll be quiet now, since we're into uncharted territory. I will actually be quiet now.
Alright. A beam of light pierced through the ship's window. Thinking it was the morning sun, the girl peered through the window, only to find a turquoise blue comet shimmering at her. The little girl shook the sleeping Luma awake and shouted excitedly, "We have to get to that comet!" The pair descended on the comet and found that it was made of ice. They looked high and low, but Luma's mother was nowhere to be found. Exhausted, the little girl sat down with a flop, utterly unable to take another step. Look! Peering down at the icy
Patrick
ground
Stewart
where
doing a
Luma was
girl voice.
pointing, the girl suddenly noticed clusters of star bits encased in the ice. Pretty good, huh? Finding star bits is my specialty, said Luma, beaming. There's ice here, but it's so warm I'll bet there's some water here too. The two decided to stay on the comet for a while. Riding the turquoise comet, the pair continued their search for Luma's mother.
Wallace and Comet. Go ahead. The dream.
Chapter 4.
Sorry, I'm a bit
The dream.
gassy right now.
One night, the girl dreamed about her own mother. Where are you going? She asked, her mother's retreating back. Without turning, her mother replied, Don't fret, dearest. I'm not going anywhere. I'm always watching over you, like the sun in the day and the moon in the night. A wave of sadness washed over the girl. What about when it rains and I can't see the sun or the moon? Her mother thought for a moment before responding. I will turn into a star in the clouds and wait for your tears to dry. When she awoke, the girl's face was damp with tears. You have star bits in your eyes, said Luma to the girl. Wiping her face, the girl replied, These are tears, not star bits. I'm crying because I'll never see my mother ever again. At this, Luma began to cry too. Mama, oh mama, wah.
Here we go again.
The pair traveled through the starry skies, and though they encountered many other comets, not one of them held Luma's mother. Luma was despondent. Now, Luma, the rain clouds won't go away if you keep crying, the girl said, giving Luma a squeeze. I'll give you a present if you stop. The girl closed her eyes and said gently, I'll take care of you. With those words, she felt a small spark in her heart. Chapter 5. Home. The kitchen will go here, and the library will go over there, the girl said busily to herself. We'll put the gate here. Ever since the girl took Luma under her care, she'd been bustling about at a feverish pace. It's a lot of work, but it's worth it to make a happy home. It turned out that star bits weren't the only things buried in the ice. Buried in the ice, there were tools and furniture, unlike any they had ever seen, and the girl used them to build a home. Looking at the completed house, Luma remarked, "Don't you think it's an awfully big house for just the two of us?" With a library, bedroom, kitchen, fountain, and gate, it was certainly spacious, but still, something seemed to be missing. "If only my father, brother, and mother were here," the girl said wistfully. Indeed, the house was too large for its two small residents. That night, clutching her favorite stuffed bunny close to her heart, the girl fell asleep in the starship. Chapter 6. Friends.
Cheers is next.
Then one day, while the girl sat sipping tea, a tiny apricot-colored planet appeared on the horizon. From the planet, another Luma of the same color emerged. "Do you two know each other?" the girl asked the two Lumas gleefully. The Luma responded, "That's racist. Not all Lumas know each other." Despite the girl's excitement, they seemed uneasy.
Thank you, Patrick Stewart, for that. That's really good.
The two Lumas neither drew closer nor backed away from each other. Instead, they just stared. Then one Luma broke the silence.
I'm gonna slap you, dude. You're being so obnoxious. I'm just kidding.
"My mama!" At once, the apricot Luma parroted back. "My mama! My mama! My mama! My mama!"
Mamma mia.
The two Lumas began to dance around the girl frantically, and neither showed any sign of stopping. The girl was so charmed by this adorable scene. It's 4 in the morning.
It's
But
actually
she couldn't
almost
help but
4:30.
laugh. And that's when something very strange happened. Suddenly, more Lumas began to pop out from the apricot planet. They were different colors, but they all shouted the same thing. "My mama, my mama." The sight of all the shouting Lumas only made the girl laugh harder. "What am I going to do with all these children?" The Lumas just stared blankly as she doubled over laughing. "I guess we'll have to name each and every one of you.
George Costanza.
You'll be
Adolf.
Luma number 1, and you will be Luma number 2.
Franklin, the turtle.
Tomorrow."
That green one in the middle.
Yes.
The one
Tomorrow.
on the right is that fucking dirty... What is that show you named? That-
Roach Approach.
Yeah, he's the guy from Roach Approach.
Tomorrow, once she had finished naming them all, she would begin moving all the Lumas into the new house. Chapter 7.
Cheers.
The Telescope.
Cheers. Only 3
Christ.
more chapters to go and you can go to bed.
After seeing the 100th comet, a sudden thought popped into the girl's head. "I wonder if my home planet is still as blue as it was." That's when she remembered her father's telescope. Peeking into the telescope, a tiny blue dot floated into sight. It was smaller than a star bit. How strange! It's so far away, but it feels so close. She twisted the knob of her telescope, and the blue dot grew until she could make out a grassy hill dotted with flowers. It seemed very familiar to her. Zooming even closer, a terrace on the hill came into view. I used to go stargazing there when I lived on my home planet. She remembered rubbing the sleep out of her eyes as she followed her father up that hill to look at the stars. She remembered how she and her brother would sled down that hill. She remembered having picnics with her mother on that hill on bright and windy days. And "I want to go home! I want to go home right now!" The girls burst into tears, and the Lumas didn't know what to do. "I want to go home! I want to go back to my house by the hill! I want to see my mother!" The girl was shouting now, her face wet with tears. "But I know she's not there." I knew all along that she wasn't out there in the sky. Because she's sleeping under the tree on the hill. The girl's cries echoed through the stars, and a hush fell over the area. Chapter 8. The Wish. Though usually quite cheery, one day the girl became sad again. Luma drew close and tried to comfort her. Mama, you still have me. And don't be sad about your mama because she's a part of you. That means she's always close by. For a second there, I thought Dad was texting us to shut up so we can go to sleep.
Then, no, he's just saying, what's up from Belgium?
That means she's always close by. It's like me. I love Starbits because they remind me of my mama. No, the girl said, unable to stop the tears. A lonely look flickered across Luma's face, but it was soon replaced by a wide grin. I have an idea. I will transform into a comet, a soaring comet that can carry you all on this journey. With that, Luma, trailing bands of white, soared high into the sky and just as quickly started to plummet back down. Kaboom! Kablam! The ground shook and a bright light poured out of the crater that the Luma had created. The bands of light twisted together to form a comet tail. And then Luma emerged, reborn as a comet. The girl could scarcely believe her eyes. But how? She kept asking. Our destiny as Lumas is to transform into different things, said a red Luma who had suddenly appeared. Stars, comets, planets. We can become all of these things. When I grow up, I want to become a star that makes someone special smile, said a green Luma. A blue Luma chimed in. That Luma turned into a real cutie of a comet, didn't he? All of the Lumas together said, No more crying, Mama.
I just imagine that amongst all these Lumas, there's a picture of just Patrick Stewart smiling and looking in on this scene. I can't get over the fucking... You did this whole thing. Fucking... Alright, I'll shut up.
Thank you, said the girl in a whisper. And she pulled the Lumas close and hugged them.
He won't change.
From that day on, Starbits no longer fell from the girl's eyes.
Aww.
The comet set forth for the girl's home planet, its long tail blazing proudly behind it. Final chapter, Family. With its many Lumas and telescopes, the comet was quite a sight to behold. The girls and the Lumas were proud to call it home. At a welcoming party for a new Luma, the girl gathered everyone in the kitchen and said in a louder voice than usual, All right, everyone, let's make a cake sprinkled with star bits. Then it will be a star cake. The Lumas excitedly began to gather the ingredients.
Look at the one in the wagon. Oh,
it's a baby.
it's adorable.
As she watched the Lumas scurry about, the girl smiled and thought to herself,
Get out of here. Look at that thing. It's beautiful.
This is my family now, and I will stay with them until they're ready to leave the nest.
God, that's adorable.
And when they do leave, I'll see them off with a smile.
Look at that baby Luma.
Yes, I can see it.
Look at it.
I can see it, Eric.
Keep looking at it, Patrick Stewart. Can you believe that?
It's fact. Because that's what makes a mother happiest. That night, when the girl lay down to sleep, a soft light enveloped her and reminded her of the blue planet she had once called home. But it would be nice to return home once every 100 years to nap in my favorite sleeping nook. The comet carrying the Lumas and the girl continues on its journey to this very day. With more family members in tow than can be counted, it's said that the comet visits the girl's home planet once every 100 years, its proud white tail glittering in the sky. The end.
See, that story gets me a lot more than the ending does.
Yeah, I always forget that the mom dies, or died.
I don't think she died.
Well, it said that she was buried under the hill.
Is that what it meant?
Yeah, she died.
I thought it said she was sleeping on the hill. So she saw her that
Sleeping.
one time sleeping on the hill.
No, I just thought it meant that she died, and she left the home planet to help the Luma look for her mom because she thought she might find her own mom.
Yeah.
When she knew all along that she was dead and was never going to come back.
I didn't think it was that she was dead. I thought there was...
And that's why that dream where she appeared got to her so much.
Yeah, I guess. Alright.
Alright, Super Mario Galaxy is all done.
That story always gets me. I don't know whether or not to feel bad for practically ruining it. Because it does actually get me. And I'd probably be pissed if I was watching it. But it's also like it's a Let's Play, so what do you do?
Yeah.
The answer is Patrick Stewart. Oh, what have
Read
you
it
done? What have you done? Oh, we can. Alright. Anyway, alright, so that's it. That might just be a bonus after the finale. I don't know.
Eric will figure it
Might
out.
have happened really early on.
Yep.
No,
Alright.
I'm gonna put it after the finale.
See you next time for Super Mario Galaxy 2, also for the Nintendo Wii, my favorite game. See you guys then.
How mad do you think Dad would be if I just texted him back right now?
Do it.